I think the problem with war, right, in my personal opinion, I think the problem with war nowadays is there's not enough RP build up, right? And this isn't towards any particular gang or anything like that. I just don't think there's enough RP build up. So it basically goes from, oh, hi mate, how you doing? Yeah, you know your mum, yeah? And then boom, there's a war. And I think that's why people are saying like you're baiting war and stuff like that, because there's not, I feel like in order for a war to happen, it should be a long-term thing, right? It should be like it should be a case of like, you know, a little bit of word exchange, you know, a little bit of sly digs and stuff like that. It takes a week, it takes a couple weeks. It's not just walk into a clothing store and then 5 minutes later a war's happening, right? Like a war should be a big thing. And I think nowadays a war is wars are so common that I think that's why people call it like war baiting and stuff, is because of how quickly a war happens, right? It's just instantaneous. It goes from, it's not a case of, you know, have a little fist fight like in that clothing store. Why on the street, right? I get that in some places, because there's going to be some real life Andys in the chat. Excuse me, where I'm from, mate, we would have stabbed you and your whole family for that comment. Yeah, shut up. No one cares about your opinion. All right. On a general basis, if people started exchanging words like that in a clothing store, it would be a fist fight, right? There'll be a fight, and then you'd go about your way, and then maybe next time you see each other, there'll be a little bit of tension there, and then it might escalate a little bit further, and then eventually it will go into a war. It doesn't have to be a case of everyone just shoots everyone. Let me take all your sprays, demolish your gang, and make sure you don't wake up anymore, right? So I think that's the problem with it. And I think one big problem with war as well is, I think, how do I say this? What's the best way to say this? Everybody knows war brings a lot of viewership, right? For everyone and anyone, no matter who it is, they will guarantee have more viewers during war, pretty much, right? Like 99% of the time, they will have more viewers during war. So I think the problem is people assume that people want a war because they get more viewers from it, right? So I feel like, I don't know, war's a touchy subject, man. War is a touchy subject. I just think there's not enough RP around war. My personal opinion.